Imagine receiving $20,000 over the next 2 years. No rules and no requirements on how you spend it. Public expectations for universal basic income usually hit two extremes: people using the money to retire early on a boat, or recipients becoming permanently lazy because their needs are met. But we rarely look at the data of what happens to a person's work ethic after the pilot program ends and the temporary money disappears. In 2022, a 43-year-old mother of three named Cepia Harper joined a basic income program in Atlanta. For 2 years, she received $850 every month. Today, the program is over. Cepia wakes up at dawn to teach middle school, grades papers in the afternoon, and then sells sneakers at Nike until 8 at night. To a skeptic, her 60-hour workweek looks like the experiment failed to provide lasting stability. In reality, it shows we are measuring the success of these programs using the wrong metrics. To understand Cepia's trajectory, you have to see her starting line. Before the payments began, she was effectively homeless, moving between relatives' houses while living well below the poverty line. She survived by cobbling together various retail gigs. The hours were chaotic, the pay was minimal, and her schedule changed at the whim of management. This schedule made family life impossible. Because her shifts were unpredictable, she often missed her children's sporting events and could rarely guarantee a family dinner. Poverty traps people in a survival loop. When every bit of energy is spent managing the immediate crisis of rent or groceries, there is no mental or financial capacity left to plan for a better career. The $850 a month broke that loop. Cepia used the money for stable housing and groceries, providing the basic security she had lacked for years. That security bought her the time necessary to earn a teaching certification. Without the pressure of working every possible retail shift just to eat, she could finally invest in her own education. The investment worked. Cepia landed a full-time teaching role, which allowed her to walk away from the erratic retail jobs that had dominated her life. Her life became predictable. She was able to drop her youngest off at school, attend their games, and maintain a consistent presence at home in the evenings. The temporary cash functioned like a capital injection for a business. Cepia didn't use the money to fund a lifestyle. She used it to pivot into a higher-earning profession. Then, the program ended. In 2024, the monthly payment stopped, and Cepia's financial safety net was gone. Shortly after, she was in a bad car accident. While she was unhurt, her car was totaled, leaving her with an immediate thousands of dollars expense she hadn't planned for. To pay for a replacement vehicle, she took on a 20-hour-a-week evening job at Nike. This was a pragmatic choice to cover a specific debt while keeping her teaching career primary. Around the same time, a dispute with her landlord forced her to move back in with a relative temporarily. These setbacks show that even for someone moving up the career ladder, a single life shock can be devastating without a prolonged financial buffer. While her job count is currently identical to 2022, the financial data shows that Cepia has escaped the low-wage trap that previously defined her life. Her earning power has permanently shifted. As a credentialed teacher, her base salary is thousands higher than her 2022 baseline. She is executing financial moves that were previously impossible, like building emergency savings, funding college visits, and earning nonprofit consulting fees. The basic income pilot permanently moved the floor beneath her feet. Even with recent setbacks, Cepia is now operating from an elevated financial baseline that has fundamentally changed her children's future.